According to reports, millions of acres of land in the U.S. are being purchased by foreign buyers, most prominently by individuals and entities from China. Joining us now to talk more about this and the impact it's having on farmland is the president of the National Black Farmers Association, John W. Boyd Jr. John, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, let's start with you, John. You have a 1,600-acre farm in Virginia that keeps you busy. Is that right?
Yes. I'm a fourth-generation farmer, grain farmer. So we've been very involved in this issue, and beef cattle farmer. Learned how to farm from my forefathers, Thomas Boyd, my grandfather, and my daddy, John Boyd Sr., who were just very good farmers and good stewards of the land.
Oh, that's great. Well said. And this is an issue that affects farmers. It's also an issue of national security. Tell us your take on all these foreign nationals buying up land here in the U.S.
You know, this is a land grab by China, where they've already purchased over 400,000 acres of U.S. farmland. And we're speaking billions of dollars. And they're purchasing this land at farm auctions. And they have a little guy there with a ball cap, and when the sale is over, it's owned by the Chinese Communist Party. And they're doing this very quietly. They purchased Smithfield Foods. They're purchasing former black college campuses. They're purchasing land around military bases, tapping into security. They're stealing seed technology here in the United States. And China is our country's biggest adversary here. And we need to take action. You know, Congress needs to act and put some laws in place to prevent China from purchasing farmland from U.S. farmers. And also the president needs to act. If you haven't heard anything from the president about how much land China is purchasing, the United States Department of Agriculture says that they're in a wait and watch mode, so they know that China is purchasing this land, but we're not doing anything about it. And the problem that I see as a farmer here in this country, I can't go to China and purchase farmland there or buy their companies. Matter of fact, I can't even visit China and do these things without a certain type of invitation, but they can come to the United States and do it freely and run land prices up. Before China came into my county, you could purchase farmland for $2,500 an acre. Now it's upwards towards $15,000 and $20,000 an acre, and they're buying this land at auctions, and no one's saying anything about it.
Well, there's a Montana Senator, John Tester, apparently. He co-sponsored a bill to call for a ban on entities from China, Russia, North Korea, and Iran from buying U.S. cultural land and businesses. It was okay in the Senate. The House squashed it. Were you familiar with that?
I am familiar with it, and there's been some action taken by different states as well, trying to take a stronger look at this issue. But instead of some of the issues that we hear on the news every day, this should be a top tier story here in the United States, because, like I said, China is stealing our technology. They're spying on us, and you know, he who controls the land and food controls the man. And they're purchasing major companies. You know, Smithfield Foods, one of the largest pork packers in the world, and China's purchased them and not renewing contracts for farmers. And they're purchasing this property and not putting any money back into this property. So I'm not sure what their plan is for the future, but they shouldn't be allowed to come into this country and do that.
Well, John, we appreciate all your hard work and what you do, and we sincerely want to help you get this message out. So we appreciate you taking the time to connect with us today from the East Coast, and it's an issue we are definitely going to follow. Thank you, John. We appreciate you.
Thank you. And support America's farmers. For the people out there, support American beef, support products that are grown on American farmers. Thank you.
Absolutely, John. Have a great rest of your weekend.